Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on bettor. Another very beautiful Wednesday morning, and once again we're back with our predictions as usual. We always take a look at football matches going and across the globe, and we make verdicts on these games based on the previous results that we saw, with these teams, and we always come up with the best for the possible verdict for each of the matches. All right, we did that yesterday, and we were very, very good at what we did yesterday. We won all the matches we predicted here yesterday, and we say kudos to those of us who took part in that very prediction. And today we hopefully are going to do very well. But before we go ahead, I want to also remind you that we have our group, our VIP group of put out games that have that high publicity of coming out correctly. Do endeavor to join as well so as to don't miss out on that very angle. You can always join with the link in the description of this very video, as well as anywhere you see join channel membership around this very video. With that said, we head to the business of today. And the first match for today is the first game between Wolfsburg women and Paris Saint-Germain women. All right, we could see Wolfsburg women have flying side doing so very well in domestically, winning most of the matches that they had. It is 6 wins out of 6 in the last 6 games for Wolfsburg women. And for Paris Saint-Germain women, we saw them winning 3 games and a draw, also having 2 losses. But again, we know that Paris Saint-Germain women is a side, filled with good quality players. As I've seen them in recent games, and also the last time both teams met, we saw them playing out a 1-1 draw between those two sides, also in the UEFA Champions League. And in this very one, I am going to double chance their away side. Seeing even with the big order that we have here, we are going with the away side to either win or draw here. That will be a verdict for that very game. I will win or draw. That's what to expect in that very encounter. All right, and the next will be between FC 20 women and Chelsea women in the UEFA Champions League for women, and also 20 women is a side who have actually been very good in domestic games, actually winning all the matches that they had so far in recent times. We could see from the last 6 games they had, so they winning all the 6 matches. But I wish side Chelsea also a very, very good side, winning 5 matches and drawing one out of the last 6 games. And we are expecting Chelsea, their away side, to do very well here. We know that their away side actually is a team packed with good quality players, and we saw them doing so very well in the Women Premier League, and we are going to expect them to actually win this very one. All right, it is their away side, Chelsea women, to win against 20 women. And we win. That's all valid for that very game. All right. All right. The next for today is in the World Cup qualifying matches in between African countries, and it is between Swaziland or Eswatini coming up against Angola. All right. We could see for the last 6 games for Swaziland that it produces 3 draws and 3 losses in the last 6 matches for Swaziland. And when we look at Angola, on the other hand, they've won 2 games and a draw. They've also lost 3 matches in the last 6 games that they played out so far. And but we know also in terms of quality, we know that it is the Angola side who is actually packed with good quality players, and we've seen them doing so very well in most of the games in recent matches. All right, we are going with the away side here to either win or draw in under 3.5 goals because most of the matches in the last 4 matches between the two sides have not really produced a lot of goals. So we are expecting to see a win or draw and under 4.5. That's a verdict for that very one. Right. Also, in the World Cup qualifying matches in Africa, we have Sierra Leone who will be up against Burkina Faso. Right. For Sierra Leone, in the last 6 games, you could see they've won 2 and they've had also 2 draws and 2 losses in the last 6 matches. And the win side, Burkina Faso, winning 2 games and a draw, and also losing 3 matches out of the last 6 games. And this is a very important match for Burkina Faso, and they'll be looking to do very well in this very game. So we are going with the away side, Burkina Faso, not to lose here. We're expecting away side to either win or draw, and yet we're going to expect under 3.5 goals. And reason being that most of the matches that they had have not really produced lots of goals. So away win or draw in under 3.5. That's what we expect for that very game. All right, and that will conclude it today for predictions on Betcraft. We wish you the very, very best of luck and hope your ticket goes winning. Remember to play responsibly as these are football matches. Sometimes may not be exactly what was anticipated. Sometimes other factors might come in and thereby, changing what was expected. All right, the outcome is always reliant on most factors. But again, wish you the very best of luck, and hopefully we're going to have a very wonderful day. So remember to play responsibly. And tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions. If you've not joined our VIP channel, do endeavor to join right now so that you don't miss out. You can always find the link in the description of this very video. All right. Tomorrow is another day. Until then, keep winning.